Hello YouTube, how is everyone doing? It's Professional here. Today I got a quick video for you guys, and if you're wondering what I'm wearing, it's wearing my CJ Grove Street cosplay. I will be doing a stream of San Andreas, maybe like 30 minutes to an hour after this video. So the moment I put this video out, like 30 minutes to an hour, I'll do a live stream. And if you want to talk to me about, any of this GTA 6 news and any other question you want to ask me, you can come by my stream. You don't have to donate to me for me to read your comments. I read a lot of comments on the live stream, but come by in like, half an hour to an hour after I post this video. We'll be doing a San Andreas stream, getting the rest of the hoods taken over. But anyways, I wanted to cover this really quickly here. So basically, good news right here, guys, and that is that the physical release of GTA 6 has not been delayed at all. So I made a video a couple days ago, 3-4 days ago, in which I said that I don't believe this leak, that physical is going to get delayed. It just makes no sense. They're going to release digitally, but they're not going to release, physically. It's still going to affect their sales at the end of the day. And on top of that, what's going to happen is they wouldn't be able to sell a collector's edition as well. They're going to want to sell a collector's edition, and it would be stupid not to include the disc with the collector's edition. So they're going to want to make a ton of money off of that. And leaks happen regardless, even if it's even if you do all digitally, somebody can in some way get that digital copy early. There's always a way, for these leakers to basically leak crap. So that can always happen. And what I said in my last video is I said that all Rockstar basically needs to do is they need to just have a patch in the game, and when you put the disc in, that the game is not going to work until the day, and on release day they make the patch go live. That's it. You download the patch, when you put in the disc, and that basically lets you play the game, and that would basically stop anybody from trying to leak it physically earlier. But regardless, guys, is leaks are going to happen. They are for this game, and there's going to be some major spoilers when this game is within maybe 2 or 3 days of release. I guarantee you there's going to be spoilers. It's just going to happen. It is. There's really nothing that they can do to stop that. So probably some major story spoilers are going to happen. I would probably, and as a YouTuber, I probably shouldn't say this, but I would highly recommend that if you don't want spoilers, to stay off YouTube when GTA 6 launches, because there's going to be those. I'm not going to do this. I promise you. You have my word on that. But there are going to be those stupid YouTubers that are going to basically, post those clickbaity thumbnails with this character's death scene, or this person betrays you, or whatever else, and it's just gonna pop up in your feed, and you're like, oh great, I just had the game ruined for me. That's gonna happen. So it's you guys know the idiot YouTubers I'm talking about, the people that post those spoilers right when a game comes out. So those people are gonna do stuff like that. But it just didn't make sense to me that the physical release of GTA 6 would get delayed, because I haven't really ever heard of a game doing something like that. And it turns out I was right. And I remember when they had that thing, last year, like a full year ago, basically, and people were saying it was like December or something that GTA 6 was going to be revealed in another trailer, and there was like that ridiculous thing where it was like on the road, and then it was like a car dealership and a diner, and people were saying, oh, this is proof that the Rockstar developers are teasing, and I was like, no, this is not proof. But there was people that were telling me, oh no, Professional, there's all this proof here, and it turned out that was a big nothing as well. And so the reason that I don't believe these leaks, guys, the reason I don't, post this stuff endlessly, is I don't really cover a lot of leaks on this channel. I don't. The only time I cover leaks for a game like GTA and stuff like that is if there's some hard evidence behind it, if there is. And the leaks that I covered basically like a week ago, that one I would say at least had a little bit of evidence, because it was posted like a month before Rockstar fired an employee for leaking stuff. But even so, even with that video, like a lot of the leaks in there, I didn't necessarily believe them. Like the idea that there's going to be like a Bahamas country, that there's going to be like a new country there, because if you had a Bahamas in this game, it's a separate country. You'd have to have a separate police force, the cities would be different looking, stuff like that. It's a different country. And then there's also those there was those leaks that Lucia abandons her baby. I don't believe stuff like that. So I just take everything with a grain of salt. That's basically how I do things. Is I just look at it and I'm like, could that really be true or not? Is there really any evidence behind it? And remember what Ned Luke said, the guy who does the voice for Michael DeSanta. He says, if you're not hearing it from Rockstar, you don't know shit. Excuse my language, but he is 100% right on that. That's basically it. So GTA 6 physical copies will not not be delayed to avoid leaks, says Take-Two CEO. That's not the plan. And I will tell you, the reason that these YouTubers, they a lot of times jump on these leaks, guys, is because it's easy stuff to cover. It's easy stuff to cover, and they can make multiple videos about this. If I cover something like this, I only make really one video talking about that. The reason I'm making a second video on this is because it was revealed that this was all, BS and nonsense. But there's people out there that'll basically make like 3 or 4 or 5 videos on the exact same thing, talking about the exact same crap, driving around in GTA, no effort, just doing commentary on that, wasting time. Because it's easy content. That's all it is. So if they basically can fool their audience into thinking that these GTA leaks are true, then more people are going to click on it. If there's a YouTuber out there that's basically saying, oh, these leaks are probably not true, it's probably not going to happen, less people are going to click on it. So when people, are falsely led to believe that something is real, they're more likely to click on it. And that's what these YouTubers are doing. It's dishonest, it's misleading, and it's just a way for them to milk views. While recent rumors have suggested that physical copies of Grand Theft Auto 6 would be delayed in an effort to avoid leaks, Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick himself says that's not the case. Physical media enjoyers can rest easy, as it seems we're all going to be able to pick up GTA 6 at launch. Asked about the rumored delay to physical editions of GTA 6, Zelnick's response to Variety was simple. That's not the plan. Yep. The rumor stems from a report published by Polish outlet ppe.pl, citing anonymous sources in saying that the discs would be delayed anywhere from a few weeks to a few months after the digital launch. The report suggested that such a delay would likely have been due to fears of story and gameplay leaks. And again, I know I'm repeating myself here, but even if the whole story of GTA 6 was leaked tomorrow, like you knew who was going to die, you knew who was going to be betrayed, and there was like actual footage to back this up. So like you knew 100% this is what was going to happen. Is that really going to stop you from buying the game? No, you might be pissed that the story got spoiled for you, but at the end of the day, you're still going to buy the game. So that's basically it. So like leaks are annoying when they happen, but it's not really going to affect sales. Games Radar Plus reached out to Rockstar for a comment on the rumors at that time, but did not receive a response. Take-Two has also doubled down on GTA 6's November 19 release date, even going so far as to start marketing the marketing. That's despite separate rumors of a potential delay, sparked largely by misquote attributed to Bloomberg reporter Jason Schreier. And about Jason Schreier, when I talked about this before, when I said, is GTA 6 really going to get delayed? Jason Schreier, he basically said it could possibly be delayed. He didn't say it was going to be delayed. He said it could possibly be delayed. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that that's what he said. And then you had all the stupid clickbait YouTubers that basically they just jumped on that, and they're all like, "Oh no, look, Jason Schreier said this, so therefore it's fact." And they were doing the same thing with the physical, release, delay. They were saying, "Oh, this anonymous source of this Polish website said this, so then therefore it's true." That's that. It's always an anonymous source. What it is, it's always an anonymous source. Meanwhile, Rockstar is embroiled in a controversy around the firing of 30 employees connected with unionization efforts. Whether that has any effect on GTA 6's eventual launch remains to be seen, but it certainly seems that Rockstar and Take-Two are confident in their current launch plans. Okay, so remember also one last thing I'll say about this here is remember that what was it, like a year ago, last year, you guys were asking me if GTA 6 was going to get delayed. And that's when we had the May release date. We had May, this year that it was going to come out. And I said to you guys that if it gets delayed, it's only going to get delayed till, fall, winter time, 2026. Because they're not going to want to pass up on the holiday release. A holiday release is perfect to release GTA in because that's when, tons of people are going to buy the game as a gift for their friends and family, and that's when it's going to get, the most amount of sales. A lot of people are going to be inside, depending on where you live, it's going to be colder, people are going to be on a holiday break, they're going to want to play something, it is the perfect time to release a game. That's why a lot of big hit games always release around that holiday time. They always release that November, December time because they know that that's right around the time people are going to be off, they're going to be more likely to be inside, temperature's going to be colder, and they're going to be playing games. So that's basically what I was getting at. But even though I predicted that GTA 6 would possibly get delayed to fall, which it ended up doing, I'm not some, Nostradamus. I'm not some guy that can, predict things like that. It's just my lucky guess on it. I just basically looked at it and I said, probably they're going to delay it to fall if they do anything because they're not going to want to pass up on that date. But that doesn't make me some prediction god or something like that. I'm just a regular person. I can make mistakes. I also made a really false prediction once in the channel. I said that I don't think that GTA Definitive Edition is going to release 3 games. That's basically what I said. When there was all those rumors about GTA Definitive Edition, I said that, oh, it's not gonna, they're not gonna release, GTA 3, San Andreas, and Vice City all at once. It's ridiculous. That's too much work that they're gonna put into a project like that. And it turns out I was wrong. They released all 3 games at once. They weren't the best quality, but they still released all 3 games at once. But that's basically it. I would just, whenever there's gonna be a lot of these rumor leak guys, and I'm not even telling you guys to watch my videos. That's not even what I am. The only thing I'm trying to do on my channel is I'm trying to, provide you with accurate, reliable information, no clickbait bullshit, none of that stuff, just straight to the point, talking about this crap, not misleading you guys in anything. That's why I don't really upload videos on this GTA 6 stuff, because there's not really a lot of evidence behind it. So the only thing I'm telling you two guys is that whenever you hear about these leaks, because there's gonna be a lot more of this garbage. It's gonna be coming up in the next, we got 9 months until GTA 6. A lot more of this garbage is gonna pop up on the internet, and I would just say to you, take everything with a grain of salt. Everything that you hear. Unless you hear it from Rockstar and Take-Two, it's not fact. So take everything you hear with a grain of salt. Because I'm telling you, these YouTubers, they make, all the other GTA YouTubers, including myself and other honest GTA YouTubers, look bad. They make us look bad because of just their clickbait and their false information. These guys are going to basically clickbait this into oblivion until GTA 6 comes out. And even when GTA 6 comes out, it's probably not going to end the clickbait. They're going to clickbait about stuff in the game then. But thank you guys for watching. The only thing I'm saying, take everything with a grain of salt that you hear, coming up. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to talk to me about this, this clickbait and this problem on YouTube and these GTA supposed leaks and anything else you want to talk to me about, come by my San Andreas live stream in like 30 minutes to an hour after I post this video. We can hang out and I can read your comments. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.